In recent news, rapper Logic has announced he'll be retiring from his music career with the release of his 6th studio album, No Pressure, this month. Taking to social media, he wrote, "It's been a great decade, now it's time to be a great father." So with Logic and his wife just welcoming their son into the world, where will the family be spending their days? Since the dude is planning to retire at the age of 30, you know he's set up with a nice spot to call home. We'll take a look at Logic's houses. We even found some of the listings. Sir Robert Bryson Hall II, much better known as Logic, is a rapper, singer, songwriter, and more who hails from Maryland. Since his first mixtape was dropped in 2009, he's experienced a ton of success in music sales, clearly enough to retire at such a young age. Logic was set apart from other rappers, being described as technically gifted and having a rapid-fire flow, also with a nerdy vibe. Despite his career spanning only a decade, other than his successful albums, he's even released a novel that became a New York Times bestseller. Now, I don't know if retiring means Logic has thrown in the towel permanently, but I guess we'll have to wait and see if he ever plans on returning to the rap game. It isn't too often you hear of someone so young making that decision. Anyway you spin it, Logic has amassed a net worth of around 14 mil or more and considered one of the highest paid rappers in the world. So his bank account is certainly not hurting. With that kind of money, the rapper has afforded himself some of the nicest homes in Los Angeles, from Tarzana to his current abode in Calabasas. Hey guys, it's Karen. Today we're doing another house tour here on Famous Entertainment. We'll be taking a look at where Logic calls home with his wife and son, including his mansion in Calabasas and more. If you like these videos, make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell to be notified when we post so you can always be up to date. We've also done house tours and likes of Machine Gun Kelly and Wiz Khalifa, and we'll link to some at the end. Follow me on Instagram to chat, and as usual, let me know whose house tour is next in those comments down below. Now let's get into this video. Before we get into Logic's current home, just to get an idea of how far he's come, he's opened up about his childhood and early life in the past, which was a far cry from his current situation. Logic was born and grew up in Maryland and spent much of his youth in the West Deer Park neighborhood in Gaithersburg, Maryland. It was a troubled upbringing, his father suffering from addiction and his mom was an alcoholic. Although Logic's dad was absent for much of his childhood, they have since reconnected.
His mom and I, we had a pretty good relationship, but things happen.
The rapper has come a long way from living in a household with brothers that even produced crack at one point.
Peanut butter and crack.
Those negative influences wouldn't stop Logic from reaching the top, and although he didn't graduate high school, he was still determined to succeed, just in his own way. Once you see the homes he afforded himself, you'll get what I mean. Around 2016, Logic purchased a mansion in Tarzana for $1.9 million. This home was located in the 24/7 guard-gated community of Silverhawk Ridge and sat on almost 2 acres of private land with a large, wide driveway. Tarzana is a neighborhood in the San Fernando Valley area of Los Angeles, bordering Encino and Woodland Hills, and Logic's place was right above the El Caballero Golf Club. Although the 2-story home may look slightly generic, it was no doubt spacious. Inside the estate, there was about 6,000 square feet with 7 beds and 8 baths. The main residence was about 4,000 square feet, and the guest house took the remaining 2,000. Leaded glass double front doors open to a double height entry with ceramic tiles, which then leads you to a wall-to-wall carpeted living and dining room combo with bay window and cathedral ceiling. The kitchen was arranged around a center island and had stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, as well as a nearby breakfast room. The kitchen opens up to a large entertainer's family room with fireplace, media cabinet, and patio. Logic's master suite here featured high ceilings, a large bathroom and walk-in closet, complete with a balcony view of the mountains, valley, and golf course. On the grounds of the home, you can see from aerial photos that the property had pretty much everything you could think of, including a covered dining patio with outdoor kitchen and barbecue and a 4-car garage. There's a mix of terraces and manicured lawns with brick-rimmed swimming pool and separate spa on one end of the yard, and elsewhere a sports court and skateboarding ramp.
Today, I want to give you guys a tour of my crib, MTV style, but actually this is just my game house. Come on, let's go. This is the basketball court. It's nice and windy outside. I'm sorry if it's crazy, but yeah, we're in sunny Los Angeles, California, Beverly Hills. This is my game crib.
The 2-story guest house offered 2 additional bedrooms and another 1.5 bathrooms with an open-plan living space on the upper floor, complete with fireplace, vaulted ceiling, full kitchen, and glass sliders to a balcony overlooking the golf course. Logic actually made this his games house and studio, considering there was a state-of-the-art recording studio on the lower floor, perfect to make his music. He set up the house with a pool table, movie area, and even some arcade games.
Table. I bought this off my buddy Alex, and this is where it goes down.
Tell us about that stick, though.
This isn't the one.
No. Where is it?
It's over there. So I have a cube that's worth $10,000 because I'm obsessed with pool. But like I said, that's for another time, and I will show you that later. Ooh, I got robbed. This is the game room / movie room. Okay, I have all my Blu-rays, and it's really sad because I've actually converted to digital. And it's awesome, it's dope, because you'll have it forever, but like I just love the feeling of being able to hold something in your hands. Pause that. Got that Pulp Fiction script, and I hung all these up myself.
Logic had a separate space in this home he called his writing room, where he worked on writing songs, his book, and also had a bunch of books he read. I guess just his private office space.
You know, this is where I write. I'm writing my novel, I write my movie, I'm working on different things right now, different people, but this is just like the space where I go to my books. It's my first bookshelf I ever bought, and I'm excited to fill it up with books that I can say that I've read. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We can see that recording studio is pretty impressive too.
This is it. I can't believe it. Shout out my boy Blake for creating it. I can't believe it. I always wanted this. I always wanted a space and a place to call my own, and it really is here. And I'm sorry. I know I'm just kind of mumbling, but this is everything I could have ever wanted.
As much as Logic probably loved this house and it was a great bachelor pad for him, he eventually decided to upgrade to his current place. He ended up putting his Tarzana house on the market back in 2018 for only a small chunk more than he paid for the place at $2.19 mil. In 2018, Logic moved on to a new mansion, which to me is a step above his Tarzana place. Although it was reportedly his new flashy bachelor pad at the time of purchase, these days it's become quite the family home as he lives here with his wife and their newborn son. His current home is tucked next to Calabasas in the sought-after neighborhood of Hidden Hills, Los Angeles, where only the most elite live, and it cost the rapper over $3.5 mil. Other celebrities living nearby include the likes of J-Lo, Kris Jenner, Jeffree Star, and many more. More specifically, Logic's home is in the gated Muro Estates community and sits on just over 1.25 acres of elevated, perfectly landscaped land. His home was built in 2004, and it's a stone-turreted villa with the style of a Tuscan farmhouse, only mansion-sized. Inside, the estate spans over 7,000 square feet with 6 beds and 6 baths, plus an additional guest or staff suite with outside entrance perched on top of one of the garages. There are two-car garages that surround the home's motor court. Double front doors tucked into a deep courtyard entryway open up to the foyer, and there's a stone-paved, covered, and wind-protected courtyard with fireplace that also acts as the center which the home is arranged around. To the left, there's a circular formal dining room with high ceilings and fireplace, and on the right, a small formal sitting room with overlooking office loft and built-in desk. Logic's villa-style mansion features renovated living spaces and an open floor plan throughout the main level. There's a long hallway from the one sitting room leading to another family room with a floor-to-ceiling fireplace and built-in entertainment wall. French doors open the room to both the courtyard with fountain and the backyard. Of course, there's a gourmet kitchen with large center island, curved wall of windows, beamed ceiling, and stainless steel appliances. Not to mention another informal dining area with built-in buffet. All guests and family bedrooms in Logic's home are ensuite. His master suite, on the other hand, is even more impressive as it's large enough for a sitting area, fireplace, and custom walk-in closets with his and her sides, which I'm sure his wife is also a fan of. The master bath is beige tiled with twin vanities, a jetted tub, and oversized shower with built-in bench. There's also a roomy children's playroom with built-in storage and lofted napping bed, which is bound to come in handy for the new parents as their son grows up. Other highlights of the retired rapper's home include a basement-level wine cellar accessed by a stone-walled staircase. Outside his home, there's a covered terrace that wraps around the back, offering multiple shaded dining and lounging areas. There's also an outdoor fireplace and built-in barbecue area with 2 grills, a pizza oven, and an island snack bar. This all leads to a grassy yard with saltwater swimming pool and spa set in stone. We can also see that although Logic's current home has no sports court or skateboard ramp like his old place, there is a large playground which will be perfect for his son in a couple years. Before we wrap up this video, I'll read out some comments from previous vids. I love hearing from you guys, so keep them coming. These are from our recent Wiz Khalifa house tour. Harry wrote, "I'm for sure gonna have a weed bar just like his in my future mansion." And PM Naija Entertainment said, "Wow, that's a nice house and especially love his studio. Keep it up, Kara." I'm glad you guys liked Wiz's homes as well as the video. I'm also getting plenty of requests for Floyd Mayweather's car collection video, so keep your eyes out for that. And in the meantime, check out the house tour we did on his mansions because they're pretty crazy. So after looking at Logic's mansions like his previous house in Tarzana and his current mansion in Hidden Hills, what did you guys think? I liked his current house best in the Tuscan villa style it's designed in. It definitely feels more luxurious than the first place. And what do you think about his retirement? Do you think Logic will get bored in that mansion day after day, or he's got his hands full with his family? Be sure to let me know down in the comments, as well as which celebrity house tours you'd like up next. Don't forget to like, hit subscribe, and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!